The searchability of online works also represents a variation on older navigational aids such as tablets of contents, indexes, and concordances. But here, too, the effects are different. As with links, the ease and ready availability of searching make it much simpler to jump between digital documents than it ever was to jump between printed ones. Our attachment to any one text becomes more tenuous, more provisional. Searches also led to the fragmentation of online works. A search engine often draws our attention to a particular snippet of text, a few words or sentences that have a strong relevance to whatever we are searching for at the moment, while providing little incentive for taking in the work as a whole. We don't see the forest when we search the web. We don't even see the trees. We see twigs and leaves. Let's go for shopping. Look at that. And I was wearing it for maybe an hour. This is how we take care of our mental health here. Fresh flowers all the time. Welcome home. So, this is what happened in the morning. We dig out all our soap stash, the secret stash. Actually, I have no idea why we have so much small soaps at home. But anyway, now it's the right time to use it. We have two of these. And this one has a sun on it, look, a smiling sun. And it's important because this one, I don't know why we're keeping it. On the first day we poured beer over it, so it smells like beer. It's quite, oh my god, that's the worst. Oh my god, when I cut the lime and the smell hit my nose, it reminded me of the bars I've been really missing, especially one that's in the city, in a basement, and it looks like a bar out of Casablanca. I think that's gonna be the first place I visit after the quarantine is over. Yesterday was the pink moon, but it was not visible from here. So I need to rely on the Instagram's post. The Maltese Falcon. The Maltese Falcon is a 1941 movie with Humphrey Bogart. I turned it on because I wanted to have some background noise now that we are here in the lockdown, stuck in the room, and I had no intention to watch it at all. I had some things to do in my mind, and really I just wanted to have it as a background noise. But the first second it started, it grabbed my attention and never let it go until the end. Just finished my 1 hour home workout, which was, I'm following a video that was posted by a guy named Riva, and the first time it was like, it took me, I don't know, ages to complete it. The first day I could handle like 10 minutes of it, and the next day like 12 minutes of it, and slowly I could get to the end of it. But for that I needed for like 5-6 days to do it, and today I've done it from the beginning till the end. I didn't even have a break. Well, once I had a break because I didn't have internet connections. The internet is really bad here, so I needed to, you know, switch off everything and get back on the Instagram and play the video again. But otherwise I could go from the beginning till the end, and it feels incredibly satisfying to do that. Because this is lockdown, this is the 4th week, and I don't say I'm getting lazy, just not really motivated for the right things at all. I was doing the singing lessons, and I'm supposed to exercise, supposed to practice every single day at least an hour, and I just don't do that. And when I was watching the movie Maltese Falcon, the very first moment when the guy Bogart came to the screen, I realized how I miss singing, because the first thing you learn at the singing lessons that when you step on the stage you already told your story, and when you sing your lyrics, you basically enforce that knowledge, the tale again. So it's all about storytelling, and he knows how to do it. The movie was made 1941, and still you feel the energy of the movie, and this is amazing. So this is the next day. Again, I've done my workout, and let's go back to reader stuff. For the Maltese Falcon. So, for today, as Alberto Manguel has written, quote, "There is an unbridgeable chasm between the book that tradition has declared a classic and the book, the same book, that we have made ours through instinct, emotion, understanding. Instinct, emotion, and understanding. Suffered through it, rejoiced in it, translated it into our experience, and notwithstanding the layers of readings with which a book comes into our hands, essentially become its first readers." Quote ends. If you lack the time, the interest, or the facility to inhabit literary work, to make it your own in a way Manguel describes, then of course you'd consider any masterpiece to be too long and not so interesting. Watch this movie, the first thing you realize, it will sound funny, but you don't need the colors. The movie is from 1941 and it's black and white, and you don't need the colors, so it doesn't look like something which is really old, because the actors, the talent, the way how they using the shades of gray, the black and white, really makes up for it. Even when I read a comic book, if I need to choose between the colored or the black and white one, I would always go for the black and white ones. So that's why I had never had problem to read manga. At home I have lots of manga. The second thing you notice here, the scenes, the length of the scenes. They are quite lengthy ones. So basically it's like a theater, like a stage production. It's the 4th week of the quarantine. It means that it's been a very long time. I'm stranded here in this room. So I watched through all the Marvel movies, and you get kinda familiar with the pace. So all the scenes are very short and they jumping here and there. Here in the Maltese Falcon, it's not like that. Not like that at all. There are so many things happening behind the curtain. And you know all these things, all this information is coming from the characters telling the story. So you basically, like, you lost your sight, you don't see the things happening, you need to believe the characters, and it's very, very hard because you need to pay attention to what they say much more than in a movie that made in the recent years. Back to the quote. They say, "We have made it ours through instinct, emotion, understanding." What's the instinct here? This is a crime story. We need to know who is the murderer, who done it. Emotions, well, we have two here. One is for the money. That is the Falcon that worth a lots of money. And love. And both of them are really, really weird here. And that's why it's a masterpiece. And the understanding, well, that is a tough one. That comes really hard here. Because as I said, here, all these characters, 5, 6, 7 of them, they are sitting in a room. And there is lots of quietness. And waiting, and waiting, and waiting. And you need to understand their words, their emotions, their gestures. And whenever anything moves in the room, everyone jumps. And it's, you know, they don't do movies like that anymore. The key is engagement. You know, when they say that an art piece is engaging in this and this way, here it's the same. Because it works really well. A great example. Because nowadays, if you watch anything really, the actors and the actresses, they look like someone who are suffering, and you just waiting for a killer to come and end their misery. Here it's not like that. Not like that at all. Look at Bogart, how he's talking to the others, how the policeman circling around him. I have a big family, and between the generations there are not many years. So I knew obviously my parents, my grandparents, my great-grandparents. And I remember the house parties, how these guys talk to each other, how my grandpa talk to his friends, to the neighbors and everyone. It's very similar what you see in the movie here. Nowadays, the relationships are completely different, the etiquette is completely different. I watched tons of movies in the last 4 weeks, and I can tell you that this movie and The Mandalorian, those two will stay with me. Only those two.